Headlines is an assessment tool that helps students think of the big ideas and important themes in what they've been learning. This is another strategy from the book Making Thinking Visible. The Headlines tool asks students to reflect and synthesize as they identify the big ideas in a situation or lesson. Using this tool will allow you to assess what students see as important to the lesson. Let's dive in. It is not uncommon during the course of a lesson for an activity to continue on without pausing to give students opportunities to consider what is important or central to their learning. Headlines are a quick way to assess and can be done at almost any interval in a lesson cycle. After students have engaged in learning, ask them to consider and jot down the most important ideas in the lesson or experience. The next step, once they have had an opportunity to generate ideas, is to ask the students to pick the one idea that encompasses the question. What topic or issue captures a core idea that you want yourself to remember? This core idea is what students will use to create their headline. This tool is simple for a pen and paper task, but can also be easily modified to submit with technology. Consider using Padlet to encourage online discussions for students' headlines. Once students have drafted their headlines, ask them to share not only their headlines, but also the story and reasoning for their headlines. The goal is to create a forum in which they discuss their perspectives. To extend their thinking, ask students to work in groups, looking for common themes or elements among the headlines. To assess students' headlines, consider: what does this headline reveal about the student's current understanding of this topic? Does the headline display misunderstandings that need to be corrected? Has a student seen or noticed an idea that could have been missed in instruction? Does the headline show synthesis of the learning, or does it show a basic understanding? Has a student crafted a headline that highlights an issue or idea worth a whole group discussion? Remember that by asking students to sum up their learning, you're sending a message that the big idea is critical understanding. Ideally, the students' headlines would be tied to your essential question of the day. When could you use headlines in your class?